that Poland, Hungary and the Czech Republic are still very interesting markets for us. We like the yield premium that you can get here, we like the quality of tenants you can get here and the quality of buildings.
Poland will remain and is still a very important part in our portfolio. We have several funds having invested there, and we own 6 shopping centers, hotels and also a number of office buildings. Not only in Warsaw but also of course in Polish regional cities. So this is an important part of our portfolio. We believe in the high qualified people in the BPO and SS shared service center story, and we are of course not so much after growth but more about stability, and that's where we believe that in good locations that's really something where we can believe in and where we can put our money in, because it's a growth story but a stable one, a robust one.
There are so many structural changes in market that are independent on business cycle that we think that logistics will continue to grow in the next years and next decade.
We certainly see very good opportunities in the region. We've been acquiring assets really since 2013 in Romania. We've also been developing assets. We developed nearly 250,000 square meters since our IPO. Here in Poland we entered last October, and over the course of the last 12 months we've pretty much doubled the size of the Polish platform we bought into.
If you look at the pull factors into CEE, it's really a large portion of it has to do with the yield spread that you have in the CEE region. So your cost of funding relative to the yields that you can acquire properties at, from a South African point of view, looks certainly attractive.
We are really right now doubling what we have so far in our development pipeline.
We as EPRA, we're very keen to develop REIT regimes also in the CEE. REIT regimes overall Europe. We have 13 REIT regimes so far across the European Union, and we heard very positive stories about Hungary recently, which have improved the REIT regime twice over the last months.
In terms of the impact on the region, the biggest impact is actually going to be on the countries where we do not have a large domestic investor base at this point, and Poland is extreme in this regard. That domestic investment last year was only single digits as a percent of total investment in Poland.
We never spoke so much about lifestyle, mobility, sustainability, public realm, healthy, and basically, yes, he's thinking very much about people.
Look what you achieved. Look how your city and Poland changed. And look how many opportunities are. In Germany, we don't have such opportunities like in Warsaw and in Poland.
It was a very big national effort and the most spectacular outcome of national effort to build something independent, and it was the very modern harbour of Gdynia and then the city. It's worth to say that the harbour of Gdynia started to be built in 1921, and after 3 years it was ready. Before 1930 it was a big port, and right before the Second World War it was the biggest port at the Baltic Sea and the 10th in Europe.
You know, we're obviously quite accustomed to engaging and interacting with certain players in the market, so I think the unique perspectives that certain of the participants and attendees brought to the debate and the discussion was certainly very interesting and useful from our perspective.
Conference was really interesting, and we saw so many views from so many countries. It was really interesting that we had so many speakers with different opinions arguing about the same topics. That was really impressed. And yesterday dinner was really nice event, organized very different than others similar. So I think it was really big advantage of a conference overall.
The overall content, I would say, it was amazing. I really much enjoy. I think the contents were very good. Dinner last night is one of the dinners that I always remember in my life. Celebrating the 100 years independence is not like Poland, is not like every day's chance to do it.